mean, it should, like, going to Hoboken should automatically follow wearing the slutty Halloween. That's like the capital of slutty Halloween costumes. It should have been, of course you're going to Willie McBride's. And like, that, but that's a good idea, doing the baby bump, like all slutty, that is the end, essentially, of all, that's where all the slutty costumes basically gonna end up at some point, is the baby bump. That only seems like the natural conclusion of the slutty costume. I think it's jump the slutty shark. I think it's fuck to the slutty shark, come all over the slutty shark, you know, smile you son of a bitch, you know, instead of Chief Brody blowing up the gas tank, he's just like, smile you son of a bitch, and then fucking slutty shark blows all over. Poor Quink's got all cum in his face. It's fucking disgusting. Man, I saw a girl. She was going in as a slutty virgin. She had a T-shirt on that said, "I just get blowjob." That's it. I was like, "Oh, you're dressed as every Jewish girl I dated in high school." I'm kidding. I never dated in high school. I couldn't get laid. I was not always this strapping alpha male you see before you. No, I was far too busy quoting Star Wars. This is good, it's exciting. I'm glad to be down here for the Sandy 1-year anniversary party. Glad I was asked. I thought it was a little inappropriate, but you know, hell, it seems like a fun time. But you're stronger than the star. Oh, could you have picked up? We have a wealth of great singer-songwriters in this state. How could they not find someone to write a better fucking song than that? Was Springsteen like, what was he, just out on the tractor on his farm that day? You couldn't fucking reach him? I mean, he wrote a song called Sandy, Asbury Park. He couldn't just pull an Elton John and change the fucking date and re-release it. I mean, Elton John re-records Candle in the Wind every time another blonde drops dead. Springsteen couldn't re-release Sandy? It's a fucking gimme, it's right there. He can even do it in that like mournful, folksy Springsteen. It's like, that's the thing, if Springsteen does a charity single, which one do you get? Do you get the Springsteen, or do you get like the E Street Band, you know, like which one do you get? Do you think he does that when he comes? Like when he's all like, is that his orgasm? Like, I like to think it is. Can we get Patty on the line? Can somebody ask her? It's good to be back here. I'm originally from down this area, and I live in Jersey City now, as Angela said. And I actually moved up to that area right around the time the Jersey Shore hit the airwaves. And it's nice. It's very different now, though, because when I first moved up there, and I tell people I'm from the shore, they'd be like, "Oh, fucking fist bump in that situation, all that shit." And I'm like, no, it's like. It's stoned Irish people listening to this classic rock. That's all it is down there. But now I tell people from the shore, and they're just like, "Oh, is everyone okay?" And it's like a little silver lining. It's like, "Oh, that's nice. It's nice. It's good." Oh man, I feel weird. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going through a lot of different stuff. I'm like rewriting. I feel bad for you people. So far, you've gotten. How can we get a great round of applause for Angelo and KP? Doing a heck of a job. Doing a great job. I feel bad though, you guys paid, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm sick of all my material, I don't know if any of my new material is good. It's a weird thing about stand-up, is until you see like that guy where he's like, I'm recording my album or my special and this is it, I'm retiring all this material, the act is always in progress. You're never seeing a finished product. It's like if you go to the movies, it's like if you go to see Iron Man and like Robert Downey Jr. is just running around in like the chess piece and then like, you know, black tights with ping pong balls on them. And so you're like, "Hey, what the fuck are Iron Man's pants? I paid $11. I want to see Iron Man's fucking pants." Like that's I'm giving you pantsless Iron Man right now, and I apologize for that. We're gonna work out some stuff. We're gonna work through some things. I'm divorced. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with the straight A material that I know works. I'm divorced. First thing you should know about me. My ex-wife isn't here, is she? I know she lives in town. I'm assuming if she saw my name on the flyer, she wouldn't have come. But if you are, hi, honey. No, I'm divorced. It was my fault. It was during sex one night. I was talking dirty to her, and I was like, "Hey, baby, why don't you be a little whore for me tonight? I want you to act like a whore for me." You know, so we fucked, and then after we finished, she took my money, left, and started fucking other dudes. That's a joke. I never had any money. It was tough, though, because we wanted to keep it friendly, we wanted to keep it amicable, so we decided to do a no-fault divorce. But here in the wonderful Garden State of New Jersey, the no-fault divorce takes 18 months. And I will tell you folks that after a year and a half of that process, there was no longer any friendliness, there was no longer any amicability. I had to take the wedding ring to Middle Earth, to Mordor, and drop it in the fires of Mount Doom to rid myself of that evil. I'm always amazed, like some rooms that joke, it's a big laugh, others doesn't. Some people like, it's the Lord of the Rings. The movie made $1 billion fucking, won every goddamn Oscar, it's on TBS every other fucking weekend. You get the reference, all right? It's not like I would like mention Gandalf's middle name or some shit. You don't have to be deep into the arcana. That's what people are like, oh, you're into Star Wars? You some kind of a dork? Yeah, I like one of the most popular film franchises of all time that everyone has seen. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not like I'm into whatever sort of weird porn you were talking about. Although I have seen the Gordita porn. That's actually really the little Spanish girl porn. It's awful. By the way, we're talking about the dick pics. Little dating tip for the fellas out there. I like to mix it up. I like to get a little creative with my dick pics. I'll put a little green screen behind them, you know, and then you can do like dick pics anywhere. It's like, here's my penis on the moon, you know, my penis throughout history, you know, my penis in Oscar-winning movies. Sometimes I even like to go a little bit, maybe put a little costume on it, maybe a little goofy, put a little googly eyes, you know, hit the craft store up, have some fun with it. You can have fun with the cock. I'm single now. I went through a breakup recently, and it was a little tough. I kind of had what's the word? So I don't know whether a mental breakdown. Any other bipolar manic depressives here? By the way, any other? So you can either applaud or sigh depending on whichever pole you're at. Doesn't matter. It was weird because actually it was like a thing like the paramedics got called and shit, and it was like here's the thing when you're going through like a manic phase, like you can see yours, like I can see myself going through it. It's like watching like a sugar-addled hyperactive 5-year-old going nuts, and you're sitting there going, he's like just smashing shit and going nuts and pissing all over the place and screaming and hollering. You're like, hey, knock it the fuck off, act like a fucking grown-up here. It's like, you can't talk to me, you're not the boss of me. And you're like, yes I am, god damn it, I'm in charge here. You knock it off or you're gonna have to go into a timeout. And then, you know, what happens is eventually the fucker just keeps on running around and the paramedics come and put you in a timeout. But it's kind of like, it was almost nice to get, like, I ended up in like a psych ward for a few days. And it was nice because, like, Frank, I needed the time off. I really needed a couple days just to relax, read some books. But it really helped put things in perspective. Like, you realize, because you think, holy fuck, I just went crazy, I'm fucking crazy. And then, when you spend a few days living with actual crazy people, you realize you're not that bad. Like when you're sitting there and you're like, nurse, listen, I don't like to be a tattle, I don't like to complain, but George, there down the hall, he just like happened to come into my room last night, and then he got into this heated argument with someone or thing in the corner. I don't know, it was invisible to me. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what it was about. The language he was speaking is not one I've ever heard, but I think he won because he made his point by peeing all over my clothes. So I don't know. Like when you see that, you're like, oh, I'm just a guy with some problems. You know, I just need some lithium and therapy, and you know, maybe some meditation, and to not drink every night. You know, and I'll be okay. I'll be all right. But my girlfriend broke up with me because of that. She said she was going to love me forever. Apparently, it wasn't unconditionally. It was slightly conditional. But it was tough because it was like one of the things where, like, when you're in a manic phase, like you get out of it, it's like, well, was that relationship even real? Did I feel that way? Did I really love her at all? Did I love her as much as I think I did? And I know I did. For one reason in particular is because it took a good like 3.5 weeks after the breakup before I could jerk off again. I just couldn't have. Every time I go to start, I'd just be like, oh, you know, and it's like starting like an old car that's been in the garage too long. Like you turn the engine over a couple of times, you're like, nope, you ain't going anywhere today. That's not. And then like when it finally, it was just, and then like eventually it's just like, well, we just have to. It's like, you know, when you just don't clean the bathroom for like a month or two, it's like, well, fuck. Now it's for maintenance purposes. I have to jerk my dick. This just needs. Let's just get this over with. So you and me, buddy, we're gonna get through this together. And it was just so sad. It was like she used to love me, and it's so long. And she used to be here. I didn't have to do this for a month, man. I was just coming. It was so sad. And it was like watching some old chimp with dementia at the zoo. It's just like doing that a muscle memory, like not even getting any pleasure out of it. And I'm just sitting there, it's just a set, like I'm almost crying during the thing, and I'm just like, oh, I miss you so much. And then even when I finally came, it wasn't even like a good like come. It was just like it's like you'll accidentally lean on the toothpaste while you're brushing your teeth. Just go bloop, and it's like, all right. And then me and the dog just looked at each other, and he's like, Are you glad? You got that out of your system now? Can we go for a walk? That was, like I said, pantsless Iron Man. That's what you're getting. Pantsless Iron Man. My mother said though, she's like, you need to find a healthy, stable, normal, nice girl to date. For yourself. And I'm like, Mom, I'm a 35-year-old divorced, bipolar, manic depressive artist, comedian. Any woman who would date me is by definition not normal or healthy or stable. Like, that's not gonna fucking happen. But it's something, I find myself dating a lot of younger women, not just because of the nature of what I do, because let's face it, women my age are not fucking guys like me at 4 a.m. on a Tuesday on the futon with the dog watching. They want a guy who can offer fancy shit, like a full bed and a bank account. Like I can't provide these things. But it's tough with younger women because like if you're doing it like at certain nights, guys, some of you fellas might agree with me here. Like you get to a point where it's like 3 a.m. You've been out all night, and now sex is just a half hour of push-ups and sit-ups at the same time. It's fucking work. Like I'm going at it. I'm like, ow! She's like, did you come? I was like, no, fuck, I got a cramp. Do you have like Gatorade or something in there? I need to make a woman come, and I'll finish up on this wonderful romantic gesture. I need to make a woman come. I do, and it's not because I'm a romantic or I'm a feminist or I'm a nice guy. It's because the same reason I want you people to laugh. It means I did something awesome. That's it. It's gold star for Craig. It's all about me. The female orgasm to me is sexual applause. That's all I fucking want. And ladies, I will do whatever I have to do to get it. I will eat your pussies till one of us blacks out. I don't care. Because look at it this way, I get to lie on my stomach and relax and use the one set of muscles that never, ever seem to get tired of moving. And if I do my job, maybe you'll be nice enough. If I can make you come once, twice, hey, let's shoot for the moon here 3 times. Maybe you'll be nice enough to reciprocate, and now I'm just lying on my back. I'm really relaxing, you're going down on me. And now it's just like I'm a kid at the carnival, and I'm aiming that water gun at the clown's mouth. And I'm just shooting that water gun into the clown's mouth, and I just want to make that balloon fill up and go pop so I can get the giant teddy bear and roll over and go to sleep. That's it. That's all I want. I'm a romantic. My name's Craig Mahoney. Give it up for Angelo. You guys are awesome. I love you. You are stronger than the storm.